Hello YouTube, you are watching the OK Goodreview channel. I happen to be at a model shop. I happen to be looking for some paint for a completely different project, guys, and some slicks, completely separate project, but definitely some model builds that I have on the docket. At least one of those guys I'm going to try to get to before winter 2018, guys, because once it gets cold, I'm really going to lose a lot of my ability to be able to do the paint the way I want to do it. So anyway, I was kicking around the store. Kicking around, and I've been thinking about doing some non-vehicle models for a while, guys. So I've done cars, done trucks, haven't done vans yet. Guys, I've done motorcycles, all this course is in the model build playlist. And I have in mind to do Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer, which is a model as well. I've read there's a number of problems with that mold, and I don't honestly think my skill set is quite where it needs to be, guys, to accomplish even what I want to do on the cars. So anyway, I'm looking at all this stuff though, because they've got cool movie monsters. They've got a lot of really interesting statue stuff, and a lot of my display pieces, I don't need action figures, because I almost never ever use them in any sort of action figure way. Usually I'll just make the pose, and then they'll sit in place until something comes along that I'd prefer to have there or whatever. So guys, I'm really more interested in statues. I almost approach these as pieces of art. So I was kicking around the idea of a while ago of trying to see if there are models. I didn't like a lot of the detail on the models, but then I saw this guy. If there was a superhero that I would strongly consider, it would be Spidey, because Spidey was my guy, guys, when I was growing up. Big Spider-Man fan. I know he's been in all kinds of media, from cartoons to comic books to movies. And, of course, a zillion pieces of merchandise, guys. And I thought, well, this would be a fun build. So I picked it up, and I see it's already colored and snap tight, and there's no gluing at all on this. So, of course, we have a nice comic book stylings here on the side and on the front. And on this side as well, guys. So let's take a look at the back. The first, this gigantic word is friendly. And here it goes on to, let's see if I can actually get this to register here, guys. Let's see here. Let me take the plastic off for you. Let's just get that out of here, and hopefully we can lose some of the plastic glare here a little bit, guys. Okay, so there. Now let's see if we can read it. Oops, here we go. So guys, oh boy, this is tough. Holy moly. Okay, alright guys, so let's see here. If you guys are interested in reading all of this text, feel free to pause right here. Okay, so the model can also be painted, which there's no paint included, but I'm sure I have paint. You can also hang him on your wall somehow. It's over an 8-inch figure, so that's good. Molded in red and blue. I don't know if that means that there's no black on this or what that means exactly. Snap together, no glue. And I believe it also, it comes with the base, guys. So guys, let's crack this baby open and see what is in here. This is from MPC. This is obviously not an exactly new model. This is 2012, so newer than I would have expected, guys, but still, at this point, is a good 6 years old. So, the box is falling apart. Okay, so we have here a lot of his parts. We have the base. What else we got in here? We have his blue. Oh, this is an awful blue. Wow, that's bad. And we've got a lot of black on here, guys. So obviously I need to do some painting for this. And from round 2 models, guys, a lot of really cool cars in here, guys. I am thinking about doing this Dukes of Hazzard car, just eliminating any of the offensive imagery from it, guys, because there's no way that I would ever have something like that, guys, in any collection of mine. I don't stand for that at all, guys. Will not happen, so I would modify it to eliminate all that stuff, guys, if I ever decide to build that. So different semis here. And just different vehicles. So what I do a lot of the time, guys, I look for vehicles that speak to me. And I'm not seeing any here. These Challengers are kind of interesting. I really would like to do, not those Challengers, but I would really like to do one of the Hell Kitties, guys. And then, of course, we have Fantasy, we have Phantom. I would consider possibly the Fantasy. I don't know. These just are not speaking to me at all, guys. And it looks like there's some more figures here. We have Gene Simmons of Kiss. We have some Three Stooge stuff. We have Captain America, the Hulk. Some Star Trek stuff, guys. I already have some Star Trek stuff down there, guys, as well. So, and then back to the beginning. So this is garbage. And what do we got here? More junk. And okay. Look at this, guys. It's in an actual comic book strip. That's cool. Okay. Alright, guys. So here it is, guys. And we've got a lot of... So this we want to have go black. I can actually paint this guy when he's all together, so not a big deal there. And there's nothing black on him, so the spider here is red. So guys, I think probably what this part is going to be is just kind of looking through this for right now. And then, oh, this Hulk is, I don't know what that base sculpt. Oh, and there's another Spider-Man here with sort of a web thing going on there. That's kind of cool. And of course Captain America. So, oh, and here's the painting thing. So I have to have white for his eyes, of course. And boy, there's a lot of black on this guy. Holy moly. So all these lines of detail have to be painted black. And there's a lot of them, guys. So the next section, guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all this stuff. I really hate this blue. Not a fan of this blue, like at all. But anyway, I'll probably paint that. What we're going to do from here is we're going to get all this painted up, guys, and we will be back to assemble this guy and put them all together, guys, and we'll see how the paint job came out, guys. This has turned into what looked like a really simple model build into to a strong measure of complexity. Anyway, guys, we'll be right back. Alright, guys, just dropping in here for a minute to show you some of what's going on with this. A lot of black. I've had to switch black paints. I'm on Tamiya this time. Small amount of brushes. Everything is off the trees. These two, I have some Tamiya paint for. That blue is atrocious, so I have to get that fixed. And the base is not going to work for me in red. I actually don't like this red either. So here's where we're at. We're still a lot of painting ahead, but I hope to have that wrapped up here very, very shortly. I'm not sure about this model kit. I'm not sure at all about this model kit, guys. I kind of wish I would have painted this red, but these channels are inconsistent depth, and I was afraid I would not be able to line it in black. This is all freehand. I'm not using anything other than just straight freehand. And I am trying, guys, to work in my venomizing, guys. So there's a little bit of white on there, white in the fist. I'm going to be adding a lot more white once it's assembled. So guys, stay tuned for that. That will be the next segment when I get it put together, and then I start adding a bunch of finishing details to it. I'm not going to actually film that either, but we're going to do, the next one will be to get all this painted. The blue is the only thing I don't need to retouch after I paint it. That base, I'm going to paint it in gray, a light gunmetal, I believe is the color I chose from Tamiya. That's a great aerosol. And I will be then striping all the spider web in white. So that's going to be but we'll be doing that, and this will just be spray painted blue from one of the this will be spray painted the blue that I used on the 70 Chevelle Heavy Chevy, guys. You guys can check that build out as well if you want to in the model build playlist, for what I thought was going to be a very simple, and hey look, we have a spider visiting us. Hey there, buddy. What I thought was going to be a very simple build has turned out to be amazingly complex, guys, and I actually don't know at this point how this is going to turn out. So stay tuned for the next section, and we will see you then. Okay, guys, so take a look here at Spidey's head. Coming together nicely, guys. I'm trying to use some voids in this red to sort of accent, but you can see I had a little bit of brush problems here, which actually, so this isn't the detail work, so I'm not really super fussy about this. I have way too soft of a brush. That is a major component of the difficulties here. However, since we're going for a Venomized look on here, that kind of stuff will be perfectly fine. I'm not worried at all about that. This mold is irregular. It's not a even mold. So there's not, guys, even if I had the brush that would be more appropriate for this, which would be a stiffer bristle one, and the lines were all perfectly straight, this mold does not contour precisely at all, which is still creating no amount of havoc. We have a lot of the lines that are different depths than the other ones, but a lot of lines are not symmetrical. They're not straight either. So, which is, like I said, just causing some issues. Here's the light gunmetal metallic base, and this is gorgeous. Honestly, guys, I'm seriously tempted to just leave it as is, but I think I am going to at least attempt to paint white on the web parts, guys, where it's outlined there. I think that would look really cool with the white on it. So the base is not super important here, but, and then of course I modified the blue, and this blue is beautiful. I love this blue. This is the Tamiya Pure Blue, and it is gorgeous. This is the Tamiya as well, guys. I don't know that I'm ever using another aerosol other than from Tamiya. Once I run out, I think I have 2 or 3 testers left. Once I run out of those, guys, the Tamiya is just a dream. That is by far probably the best aerosol on the can I've ever shot, guys, of anything. And I wish the I wish the freehand painting here was going as well. It's not going bad by any means, guys. I've got a lot of opportunity here to add in the white, guys, to give them the sort of Venomized look. So no real issues here with any of this stuff. Just wish the mold was in a way that I could do it. The one problem with that blue and now with this gray is these are such gorgeous colors that this awful red of this plastic now looks even worse. So kind of regretting actually not shooting this red as well, guys. I think I do have some red here. I can't remember which one it is, but I kind of wish, guys, that I would have just shot it now. Just shot it with the better red. But hopefully it'll still come out pretty cool, guys. And from here, obviously I've got to finish his head. That will be done next, and then I'm going to assemble him and put the final detail on. So guys, this will be the last video until I get him in front of you guys to do the last look at it. And the build itself is going to take minutes, obviously, as you guys can see. It's a snap together. The painting is really intense, though. And I was almost tempted to put it together just to see what it would look like. But you could tell from this sort of trashy plastic colors. I mean, they used a light blue on these pieces here, guys. And I hated the light blue so much, I got rid of all of it. So you can kind of get a glimpse of it here. in that little section there. But it's bad. It's a bad blue. It's like a baby blue almost. And it's not a good Spider-Man blue. So there are some issues, guys, with the tree as well. So getting rid of the tree was a good thing, but the tree itself was not clean on any of this. I honestly, guys, am not impressed even slightly with the MPC mold, guys. The mold itself is, the concept is great, the idea is great, character is great, but and the Tamiya paints, guys, switching from Model Masters to Tamiya was a really good move. I'm glad I did that. But this MPC mold, guys, is not a good one. So MPC is one of the lines that, I mean, there's a lot of lines out there that make model cars and just different models, guys. My goal is eventually to try to make them all, although I'm going to run out of space if I do that. But MPC so far, not impressive, guys, even slightly. That brush over there I'm using is a quadruple zero from Virtuoso, and I had to modify it. I am not at all impressed with that brush either. I'm not sure why you'd want bristles to be that soft. It's really bizarre to me, but so definitely I need either more medium stiffness or just flat out stiff. I don't actually know enough about brushes, guys. I may be educating myself. I keep doing these things though, because a lot of what I wanted to do just took me a lot longer to actually do because of the equipment. So anyway, from here, I've got to wait for his arm to dry so I can actually pick him up and maneuver him to do the rest of his head. But that one, guys, should be done in the very near future, and then from there, I'll have to paint this one. I've got to actually wait for that paint to finish curing, though, before I do that. But once I do that, guys, it'll just be a matter of putting it all together, and then, of course, once I put it together, then will be all the final detail work to the figure itself. But I'm looking forward to that. Parts of this have been fun, like the aerosol stuff. I love shooting awesome paint like that. Some of this has been more exasperating, I guess, but we'll see how it comes out, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so as a special surprise, we are having another segment, guys, I wasn't planning on before, and it is the star of our show.
It's a snap-on model, so I can probably do all.
Who is joining me to actually do the assembly. After the assembly, guys, we will be doing the final painting, and that's when we will be finishing up the venomizing. But first we have to build him to put in all the detail work.
What happened to Spider-Man? Did he get destroyed?
So Leo has got all of the parts except for the base. He doesn't need the base to assemble it. He's got all the parts and the instructions, and he could just go through and
do it. So,
building. So, you starting with putting the spider on his back? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if there's an order to these. You might want to check out the instructions first. I actually don't know, guys. I haven't looked that far into it.
Okay, let's check out the instructions.
See the instructions, Leo, if you look at the instructions, look, it uses the comic book style writing. That's pretty cool, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's awesome, guys. I really get a kick out of it. Let me just show them real quick. So look, guys, you can see it's using a comic book style font here.
Old days?
But I obviously did not use any sort of water cleanup paints for anything, guys. I used enamel. So, okay, so do you want to check the instructions and see which goes first? Okay, step one looks like hands.
Hey, guys, you know me. And, you know, we don't need instructions for anything.
Well, we may want to do that on these. Actually, guys, so that's a thought. So Leo, when he's doing the transformations, he doesn't use instructions for anything. When I'm doing a model build, guys, I generally will go through the instructions, guys, just to make sure that I'm not misgluing any parts, especially for engine work and stuff like that, guys. So a little bit different, guys, a little bit different in tone on the model builds. The instructions are very useful in many cases until you get used to, you know, kind of planning out what engine part goes where itself. So I don't know how this is going to snap together, guys. I have not snapped any of these pieces together. I have no idea how it's going to go.
Although I have. And
Yeah, so Leah's just kind of diving in and going for it here, guys. Since we're not using glue, I'm not like crazy worried about any of this. Right now, he's got his hands on Spider-Man's butt piece. So I guess you just put the big clumps together. Is that what I want you to do?
I think it does.
Okay.
Look, it's forming Spider-Man's parts.
I feel like this is gonna be a pretty big model when it gets done.
A huge?
I don't know if it's gonna be huge, but I think it's gonna be pretty big.
Guys, it's happening. Raleigh Neighborhood Spider-Man is still getting built. He's under construction.
He is, yes, guys. He is one at a time. So, and I've given you guys some of my other thoughts on the model. I like this. I kind of wish this pose was somewhere. See this? That's a really good pose with him just kind of going through the air and stuff.
And that's a big part of Spider-Man.
It is, yeah. Yep, it is. Spider-Man's he's a good hero. I like him a lot, guys. Alright, you got the fist. That's good. He's got both the hands, it looks like, done pretty well here, guys.
Sometimes models...
Is it fitting together a little stiff?
Yeah.
So when I painted it, guys, that might be contributing to this going together a little bit tough on the blue parts, because I added paint to it, and sometimes the paint will add a little bit of sticking when you're putting parts together.
Looks like Daddy has to get in.
All right, so why don't you shoot me over? Okay, let's take a look at this, guys. Oh, okay, so look, guys. So here's the black metallic. Hopefully this is going to pull it in enough. This is the gorgeous blue that's on here. Oh man, I love this blue. I love this blue. Yes, I do. Okay, and let's see here. Did you get them all lined up good? Yeah, looks like it. So it just needs a little application, guys. Just a little bit of persuasion.
Snaps.
Oh, this blue is so pretty. Look at, what do you think of this blue? Look at this garbage blue that was inside, guys. I couldn't live with that blue. I had to have this darker one. Oh, we got a little bit of shading there, guys. I didn't mean to, but it looks good. What about his other foot there?
This and this are having a little bit of technical.
So let's take a look at these guys.
I got the spider and fist done.
Okay. Oh boy.
Now we just
you're right. These are well, and you always kind of wind up with weird mold variations a lot, guys. So you can see I've got it's almost like a tiger effect on his foot. That's kind of cool. So obviously, guys, oh, look at that. That looks really good.
I'm doing this part next.
Okay. How's it looking? Take a look at him from the front, Leo.
This thing is
looking good, huh?
epic.
Okay, so...
And of course Spider-Man can't live without his back.
Okay. And you can see, like, this is why we want to do this. We've got a lot of... This actually has got a little bit of... So you can see there's a mold issue right here in this one. So we'll fix that, guys.
Boom pants.
Okay, boom pants. I love boom pants, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you have any boom pants. I don't even know what boom pants are. What are boom pants, dude?
Pants that explode.
Oh, great. So actually, hold on a second before we get too far into this. So you got the front body assembly, and
this is a pick model.
okay, so
Guess we have to put that
okay.
here, I think.
Okay, see, so yeah, guys, it says you can glue them to the wall. I'm like, great, you can put adhesive and glue anything on. All right, guys, so we have to. This has got 3 points. We have to basically line them all up in order to get. Oh boy, look at this. Look at the torque that's getting put on this. This is not a smart way of doing this. So let's do this here.
Hey guys,
we're just gonna hope for the best.
I want you to take a look at the body piece when it's on the front of it.
Okay, we'll take a look.
This is Spider-Man.
Okay, there we go.
This is
looking
the
good.
neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay, So guys, the best way to do this, if you happen to come across this model, and this is a fairly old one, so you may not, is to do the 2 side pieces first, and then the middle, and then we got some more shading here too. That's cool. I've never done a snap model like this before, guys. I don't know about this one actually. I have reservations about this model, guys, to be honest with you. I think it'll make a cool statue, however.
It's not an action figure.
Oh, definitely not. Okay. So hold on a second. I think you need to put the top halves together first before you put the...
Oh, already done.
No, with the blue part, I mean.
Oh. Why don't we just put these the front of the friendly neighborhood spider?
You need me to clip those in?
Clip those in with these arms.
Okay. So we gotta do this, guys. You can see, well, Leo did a really good job on this. And there's the back piece that makes it's almost like a belt. Okay, so let's see what we have to deal with here. This piece is here, and this one's here. Okay. This snaps really hard, guys. I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to actually break it. I mean, I guess worst case I could just re-glue it, but still, that would be really Oh, come on, baby. All right, guys, I gotta take this one off camera because I can't do it like this. This one is misaligned, so I need to fix that first.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're also sort of having a technical issue with the legs.
Okay, just hang on.
Apparently, we have to unsnap these.
Whoa, okay. All right, guys, I think we got it fixed. If you misalign this is... What? Look at that, guys. That is dope. And there's a little bit of extra shading on top here, guys. This isn't a great paint job because I really was meaning to do the detail work afterwards. But there's parts of this I really like. What are we not pushed in on all the way here? Oh, right there.
I put one of the foots.
Okay, this one's got to go through. So you can see, guys, what has gone through in here.
What is this piece?
Oh, that's the back of it. It goes on the back. Okay, guys, we got to see what we got going on here. So this one we didn't have plugged in all the way, unfortunately. So this one might present us some issues. Well, you know what, guys? This will give you a good look at some of the mold issues you come up with. We've got a gap here. We've got a really big gap here. This one actually I got to try to fix. So this one's just got some challenges to it, guys. I might need to come through and glue this. Actually, we'll see. All right, guys. So anyway,
I got the feet done. How dope does this look? Pretty dope,
pretty dope. So let's just plug them together and see what he looks like. So
I think you need this piece.
We seem to have a problem here. Did we do this out of order? So we need to actually put the torso together before we put the legs together. So guys, we didn't do a good job on that. But here, let me see. All right, Leo's gonna do the hands.
This is one of the dopest.
So that goes on his other arm.
This is the dopest statue I've seen.
That goes on the other side. So this one goes. The fist goes on this side right here. Hey, right here.
It's the final fist down. Wow, I'm having technical issues.
Okay, all right, guys. So let's see if we can figure out how one of these. Oh, it's just like this. Okay. There you go.
So yeah.
And then this one is ooh.
Super duper dope.
All right. Okay. So guys, here we go. He's coming together.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Don't. Oh yeah, just yeah, because we gotta actually disassemble all this.
So why?
Guys, I can't fit it in there because of the design of it. Until we actually gotta take them apart first. Ooh, give me that back. Give me that back. Give me that beat back. All right, guys, hold on a second here.
Not with power.
Let's see if I can do it on just one side. Maybe. Actually, let me have this torso. I'm gonna see if I can cheat it, possibly. Cheetah. Ah, cheetah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the friendly neighborhood. A guy who does not have any feet.
Oh, indeed. Oh boy, guys, you're supposed to do this all at once, and trying to do this after the fact is really, really not a smart thing. Holy
Here, I'll
gosh.
put this piece on.
Great. Okay, guys, so that was
It's
extremely
Friday
fighty, but
Spider-Man.
okay, so why don't you put why don't you put that back piece on, and then we'll put his foots back on, and
He's all done.
we'll take a look at him, guys. He is definitely not all done because,
Boom!
as I was
Whoa, this is a cool Spidey.
here, let's put his foots on. So guys, you can definitely see there's a lot of detail work. Okay, I guess I'm putting the foots on. So you can see there's definitely a lot of detail work that needs to be done on this, guys, as well
It
as
just looks like Spider-Man.
what is going on in here? So this mold, I don't know. I am really not impressed with this. So this, for some reason, is not closing up. Oh, okay, so it's like this.
Oh, John.
Okay, let me see here, guys.
You see once again, John.
Okay, so it's going here. What's this? I can't be right. Oh, like this, okay. Alright, guys, so this backside is ugly. I might glue that. You can see his belt doesn't actually connect. I don't know about this guy. Okay, so which is which? Okay, this must go on this side. Let's go. Boy. I don't like this foot system either. I'm not a fan of this. So, it's a good thing that this is just going to be a statue. Okay, hold on.
Spider on the back.
Alright, guys, so.
There's a spider on his back.
Yes. And on his front. Okay, so, guys, let's take a look at him in his unfinished state. And so you can see how big he is. So we're going to throw him in the base a little bit later, guys. And I obviously am going to probably need to glue him into the base. But I really feel like, I mean, look, you can see there's a lot of things that don't line up well here. Okay, so I'm going to have to go here, guys, and reline up this guy. Obviously, I need some putty here so that I can, his seams to all kind of line up here, guys. But,
I had nothing to say. This thing is dope, though.
Yeah. So just wait, guys. I'm going to finish venomizing this, guys. And
then I'll take a look at it like a judge.
yeah, and then we're going to take a look at it for the final look once I get done with all the paint apps on it, guys.
This is
you can see there's
sick.
a ton of things I need to touch up. I actually am, I think this paint job works a lot better than I thought it would, except for this foot, which is somewhat mismolded, and this one actually too. So the foots are a little mismolded, but the rest of this,
We're gonna end this with Spider-Man's butt.
so you can see I put a web on there. I put him holding some, he's got some web in his hand. I am going to, guys, add some venom to this though, guys. So we'll probably add some venom into his spider. I am overall not completely unhappy with this, guys, even though
He's dope.
this mold, Leo likes this a lot. This might actually be joining Leo's collection possibly, guys. So we'll see how all that goes. If I can figure out how to get this together. This seems to be a real substantial sticking point.
He looks so dope. No,
So guys, we might need to put some glue on this just to keep him in place. Anyway,
I'm skydiving.
Yeah, he's skydiving.
Oh no, you mixed with the wrong guy.
Anyway, guys, so there's the assembly part of the video here, guys. From here, I'll be doing the final detail work, guys, and we will take a final look after that. So guys, here we are, and this is the finished look of the Venomized MPC Spider-Man figure, guys. And I'm going to take you through, there's a little bit of a story behind some of this, so I'm going to take you through that here in a little bit. But you can see, guys, he is being, this is the Venomized version, so you can see he's got some Venomized action going on here. And right there in the spider in his chest. It's still partly Spider-Man, guys, but very clearly he's being overtaken. So, I'm going to whip through some of the detail here real quick, guys, and tell you about it. So, here we have the fist, and you can see I gave him bands on his arm and bands on his leg. So, part of the technique I used here, guys, was I used it here, I used it here, I used it here on the bottom, guys. So, this is a light gray. Whoa! Sorry, guys. This is a light gunmetal base with the white detail work, guys, into the rises. But then I also used the drop technique and just let the idea being that this is the virus, the venom virus, guys, kind of spilling out. Actually, I know what that is. This looks like it's bled a little bit of red out of his shoe. So we might need to touch that up at some later date. And then we've got, I'm just going to raise it up here, guys, so you can see it real quick. So we've got it's coming up his legs, guys, you can see there. And of course, it's followed his leg. And we've got it coming up the sides and over here and over here. And you can see there we've got I tried to use some of the gaps in this, guys, to some of the natural gaps, guys, to do some flow there. You've got some more underneath his arm here, guys. And if you look at his hand is, obviously he's touched it at some point. And of course back here. So this one came dangerously close to the spider, guys, in the back, but it's still intact. We've got some more there. We've got much more on this one where he is apparently, so you can see it all just coming together off of his hand. Actually on both sides. It's coming up his neck, guys, a little bit. So Spidey is in the process here, guys, of being turned into Venom. And this mold has a lot of problems. This is not, so you can see right there the huge gap. If I would have had putty, that would have really helped, but I don't have any, so I didn't use it on this. So his foot's here, guys. This was a pain to get these glued. It took me quite a while actually to get that to happen because this is mismolded so badly. A lot of this I've been able to cover up, but you can see there's a gap there. There's a gap in his belt, which I tried to use for the venomizing thing. So guys, had we not gone with venomizing this would have been a not very good Spider-Man, just because of the mold isn't super precise. And like a lot of these channels here, guys, they're different depths. So it made painting this a real challenge, guys. But you can see there is it took us, you guys have saw Leo putting it together, but this took us very little time to actually assemble. Almost all of the hours of this, and there's quite a few, are in painting. So I think he came out okay. Leo likes him a lot better than I do, I think.
Apparently. So I've seen the cartoon of this guy. And I saw him getting venomized before. This is not the first time I've seen him. But he is still pretty cool. Yeah,
Leo likes him. He thinks he thought the figure was epic. And you can see it's a pretty epic pose, guys. So there's the two sides of it. I like this comic book one. I really wish this mold was good enough to actually do that. It's not. And then this one too, guys, you can see they retouched the colors like crazy. This is almost, it's a here, hold on one second, let me just show them this, buddy. It's a nice rich red.
Player.
Yeah. It's a nice rich red, and this one is kind of bleached out a little bit. And then he's got almost like a navy blue here, guys. Like navy blue to me is the wrong color for Spider-Man. He's not navy blue. To me a pure blue is what's on that, guys. Yeah, we're just having stuff just tumbling everywhere, guys. This is molded in a light red, so MPC, I am super not impressed with this. as a mold, guys.
You punched it down.
It was somewhat fun to do, though, I will say that. I got kind of a kick out of building. I just really wish it would have been not having so many problems. But you can see it's a huge, guys, this is a huge figure. This is a really, really nice, large figure. There it is, superimposed on Leo. You can actually have him just punch Leo in the head, and then you can see him kind of grabbing Leo. Grabby grab! So...
Or like he's gonna punch down this thing.
So yeah, it's a really, really large, nice large model, guys. But Leo likes this a lot better than I do. I was going to use this as a display piece for my office, but Leo likes this better, so we're going to give this to him. This is going to be Leo's third model, guys. It's the first model I've ever done of a figure, and I don't know I'm going to get another MPC after this, guys, just because I love that blue, though. That blue is so beautiful. But there's parts of this that I liked how it came out, guys. I like the bands around his legs, guys. I think that was venomizing this was definitely a lot of fun. But there's a lot of, without venomizing it, this figure is a stunning disappointment, I think. But as it is now, like, I liked it. I really like those two Tamiya colors, the light gunmetal. And you guys will be seeing that a lot more on model builds after any of the model build after Spider-Man is posted, guys. We'll probably have some of that just because it's such a gorgeous paint and shoots like a dream. I wish I would have reshot the red, though, on this, guys. Not shooting the red was a mistake. And this is all 100% freehand, guys, so I didn't use any tapes or anything like that. This is freehand, in fact, with a brush. So I don't have an airbrush, so it's just me kind of getting in there and going for it. So, but I like it. I think the overall effect works really well. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go mobile here, so Leo can show you the final home for this Spider-Man, guys. And let's take a look in here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, there he is, right there, guys. He's going up. Ooh.
All dope and whatnot.
That does look really good. It works really well with the Transformers background. And then there's Godzilla behind it. Well, Godzilla behind him isn't really coming through, but it doesn't really read through. But that actually gives you a measure of just how large of a figure this is, guys. The Godzilla behind him is fairly tall. And you can see, so Ghost Rider's base is slightly taller. Not by a lot. So he might be about where a leader class is. I like his highlights come out actually really good in here. And so I tried to make it so you can look at several different angles, guys, to just notice new stuff. And there's a lot of things on there that work pretty well. So as a whole, guys, I like it. There's individual parts of it that I don't like very much, but as a whole, I think it works really, really effectively. But guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, guys. Always interested in hearing from you guys if you're checking out models. I don't know if you guys do that or not, but if you do, guys, leave us a comment. We'd like to hear that as well. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this, what I thought was going to be an easy and turned out to be a very intense and elaborate build, guys, of MPC Spider-Man, guys. It's a snap model, and the assembly actually was fairly easy, but everything else was
pretty hard.
Was far from it. Was a lot more involved and elaborate than I was expecting, guys. But guys, if you did, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you're not done so already, guys. Hit the blue bell next to the red subscribe button if you're not done so already, guys. If you'd like to be notified of the latest greatest content as it becomes available, or you can simply follow us on our Twitter feed where updates to the channel are made in live and direct time, guys. Leave us a comment. Do you guys like models? Everybody loves Spider-Man, guys. Do you love Spider-Man too? Let us know, guys. We would love to hear from you who your favorite superhero is, if not Spider-Man. Spider-Man is definitely an old favorite, guys. And this storyline of Venom started, guys, right around the time when I was starting to drift from comics, guys. So I kind of missed a lot of the Venom wave. But I thought Venom, outside of his absurdly long tongue, was a really, really cool figure, guys. Anyway, leave us a comment, guys. Well, we would love to hear from you as well. That's going to wrap it up for us this time, guys. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.